the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Watch
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field. where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Play action. Now Jackson. Room to run inside the 40. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. First down, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Gone!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Mayfield now on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On the toss, here's Allen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Jackson forced out to his left. It finds Crabtree for the completion. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. Allen. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit! Hot!
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
This quarterback now Just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
To throw is Jackson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
3-19!
Jackson will throw again. Now he's forced out right. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Gun!
On first and 10. It's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, here's Jackson. It's caught by Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Play action. It's Jackson going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Play action. Now Jackson, flush to his right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gone! 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 3 down.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. No problem there on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Mayfield now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Carlos Hyde. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye.
3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
No. Check. Patriots. Detroit. Hot.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Ravens.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hot.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams are all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Jackson now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Scott. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Set. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard. Hot.
They'll run. This is Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
He's going to get it running right. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun. 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 Gun.
Following the interception, Mayfield throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent took the balance in his favor to go #1.
set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Good!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Being chased out left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
Now Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop below 500